What's up, y'all? I'm T on LSD, but I'm not on LSD. And welcome to today's video. Now, in today's video, I know y'all seen the title. You clicked on the video. Telling y'all about a New Year's disaster. This was not this New Year's, not last New Year's, not even last New Year's. This was the New Year's, this 2023 New Year. Like, coming from 2022 into 2023. Yeah. Around this time, I was about to, I was 17. This is my senior year of high school. I graduated in 2023. Okay. Now that we have all the established backstory. Is it established? Not really, but now we have all the established backstory. Let's get into the actual fucking story. Now, in today's story, we're taking it way back. So my memory might be a little foggy. This was during the time of what I like to call the pandemic. I will be making a video about the pandemic in its entirety, just so y'all can fully understand the scope. But this was during the pandemic. I call it the pandemic because this is when a time in my life where me and all my friends and everybody in my school was hitting gas station carts consistently every day, all the time. So, the pandemic. Now, this story is not really about pens necessarily, because it was an everything story. Like, it's a New Year's party. You think it's gonna happen? So, let me stop yapping. Let me finally get into the nitty gritty. So, this story starts with me and my girlfriend at the time. I'm gonna call her Sue. Me and Sue, we are told about the New Year's event. You know, there's a New Year's get together with like all the friends basically, and even a couple of extended friends. It's gonna be like 10 people, 10, 11, 12 people there. Like, it's gonna be kind of low-key packed, but we know everybody's gonna be there. You know, it's gonna be people from the school, some people from the lower grades, people from the highest grade, but you know, somebody that might be a little bit older. But what is not known at the time, what y'all don't know, is that during this time, we had a certain friend's house that we would go to all the time. Like, we're gonna call him Nathan. We went to Nathan's house literally all the time, but we were not actually supposed to be there, and his mom was gonna kill him if she found out that he was sneaking us into the house. Boom. We snuck into the house literally all the time. We had to okay, let me paint the scene. We're in a suburb, right? We're in like a cul-de-sac area, like the end of the the front of the cul-de-sac. They got two driveways, one on the street and one in the cul-de-sac. Okay, we will park on the street driveway, kind of a little bit closer to a different house, so we wouldn't pop up on the cameras in the front. Boom. And we would park over there. We would walk up the hill, and as we walk up the hill, we would then walk to the side of the house, and then we would sneak into the house from the little bro's window. Everybody would come in through that nigga window. His window was fucked up, to say the least. But boom, we get into the story. Now, we were told about this New Year's event, told what's gonna be there, what's gonna be happening. I'm like, okay, you know, doing the thing. This was actually before the first time I got drunk, so I did not drink any alcohol at this party. I did engage in lots of smoke though. We get into the party. Boom, everybody, we sneak in through the window, you know. We come in, we immediately go to Nathan's room. Now, let me get y'all the setup. We sneak in through the brother window, right? We walk out his door. It's a straight hallway to Nathan's room, right? And then the rest of the house is like to the left of the door. Out there is dark, you know. Don't step out there at all, because the camera that literally sees everything, like there's a camera with that whole perspective. It's like we in fucking Rainbow. Like they got a drone set up, and if you walk through it, they know you were there. So we cannot walk past that part. We did go straight to Nathan's room. Boom. Nathan, usually with these parties, you would have to pay a little something so we could like fund the gas for the party, but we never paid. But I was never pressed to pay, you know. So hey, I just didn't pay. But me and Nathan still friends to this day. Yes, we get into the party. I think like after we show up, like 3 more people show up. There was already like 6 people there. And like, do I really have to give? I'm gonna just give a name to every character that stands out in this story. Okay. So Nathan is the blunt roller, right? But there was a few people that was designated rollers. We had Nathan that was a designated roller. We had, I named him Link. We had Link that was a designated roller. I would roll sometimes, but I just didn't like rolling. But I knew how to roll. But I just, you know, I'm not finna be sitting here helping y'all roll 25 blunts up. You know, it's not me. But boom. Nathan and Link are rolling up the blunts. They roll up like 13, 14 of them. You know, little New Year celebration. We got hella heads. We need as many blunts to match to equal it out. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, okay, around this time when we would smoke like flower, we was mainly just using 4Ks because broke teenagers come with 4 in the pack. You know, $1. Well, not $1, but like 140 something. You know, something like that. 119.99. You know, yeah. So they rolling up the shits. We all in that bitch. Everybody got pens, right? Everybody got, okay. I'm gonna have to put it up on the screen. Everybody had these cake pens right here. I'm telling you, like we was chiefing them hoes down. 1.5 gram, 3 gram, 2 grams. It didn't matter. Everybody had a different card. We all passing cards, trying each other cards. Dispose, killing them. Okay, boom. The sesh, cause we smoke a couple blunts inside the room, right? And smoking in the house is already crazy when they don't want to smoke in the house. Like we were, ain't gonna lie, he was wilding. I was wilding because I wasn't supposed to be smoking, but he was wilding because it's his house and he gotta clear the smell. Like how do you clear the smell out your house like that without getting caught? But his parents also smoke, so it helped. You know what I'm saying? Boom, bam. I'm just yapping. Okay, we pass around like 3 in the room, right? No disastrous things happening yet, but I forgot to tell y'all, we had the lick. Okay, while I was in the room, people was passing around Taylor Port, passing around Pink Whitney. We got a bottle of Don. You know what I'm saying? And we just teenagers in this bitch, straight off the lick. I'm not off no lick, you know, but a person that we're finna get to in the story is off the lick. So then, boom, bam, bop. We all decide that we're going to hotbox the bathroom, right? It's like it's easiest to get the smell out the bathroom and yada. It's gonna be fun, you know. Even though there's like 11 people that have to crowd into a bathroom, and it's not a master bathroom, it's like a regular bathroom, you know. So here's the setup. We walk into the bathroom. I'm one of the first ones in the bathroom, and they gotta claim this spot. I sit. They have like there's a sink, and then there's 2 sink bowls, big mirror, there's a toilet, and a bathtub, you know. So I sit on the counter to the very right by the toilet, you know, but I'm not by the toilet, I'm sitting on the counter. Sue, she's sitting right beside me. Link is sitting on the toilet. Link's little brother is sitting on the bathtub. Foreshadow, he's sitting on the bathtub. Nathan, he's standing up beside the toilet. My twin at the time, she's also sitting on the floor by the door. That in mind. There's a few more people in this bathroom. Every spot to sit was taken up. Okay, so now during the sesh, these niggas decide they want to turn on the shower, right? They decide they want to turn on the shower because they like, oh, the smoke's gonna go out faster with the steam, you know, and it's gonna be all perfectly fine. It's not like we're gonna die of heat in here, like the hottest box. Okay, they turn on the shower, right? So now it's getting hot. You know, like y'all know how the bathrooms steam up when the shower is going. We all in this bathroom. It's hot as fuck. Now we got the blunts in roto. We got like 4 or 5 blunts in the bathroom, right? Boom. Swinging them hoes around the rotation. Me personally, I'm not necessarily puff pass. I'm like puff pass. You know, like chilling. We all yapping in there, and we just, you know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, during this session, Link's little brother, we're gonna call him Kai. Link's little brother Kai doesn't smoke for real, right? He wasn't like, cause I couldn't necessarily call myself like a stoner, like full blown stoner, but he was not a stoner at all, you know. So bro was tapping these blunts, and it's not like we were smoking some Reggie, you know. Like in 2022, it was way easier to get Za. You feel what I'm saying? It's easy as hell to get Za now, but it was easier. It was starting to get just easier. You know, nigga, teenagers can get some Za. Okay, boom. So this nigga little brother dead as like so faded. This nigga leans back and falls into the fucking bathtub, bro. Like, we're like, pause the scene, pause the scene. Everybody started laughing at this nigga. Niggas laughing at this nigga. Cause there was a couple people sitting. Like, there was 2 other people sitting on the bathtub. Bro just leaned back, fall in that bitch. They help him up, and then he get up. You know, just a small little thing that happened. Boom, bam, bob. Later on into the session, like after all the weed was smoked, the bathroom box. We like, who gonna break the box first, right? Like we did a whole TikTok like, this is me before the box, and I think Bloom's gonna break the box, right? We did that, and then so we're like, we're gonna thug it out. Who gonna break the box first? It's not gonna be me. It's still not gonna be me to this day. I'm not breaking the box. I'll face the box. Okay. The reason why the box was broken after everything was smoked was because Link, he did warn everybody. Like, he said, I don't feel good. I feel like I gotta throw up. Basically, like this guy basically got ignored. And I'm like, yeah, it was bound to happen. So Link, sitting, like, he moves from like off the toilet to like sitting on the ground. And as he's on the ground, like you could, if you was watching him, you could see like he was finna yak everywhere. But he put the toilet up, and then, bro, I hate seeing throw up. Like, I don't know what's the phobia called, like emetophobia or some shit like that. But it's like, if I see throw up, I'm gonna want to throw up. Like, I was like this since I was a kid. If a nigga throw up beside me, I'm throwing up too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, one time, side story. One time I was at Red Lobster. My cousin threw up. Bro, I threw up immediately after. Like, now we got 2 piles of throw up on the table. What y'all finna do about it? But, back to the story. This nigga throws up, to me, out of nowhere. Like, straight into a toilet. I see the liquid come out his mouth. Like, it was like teleport. You know, it was red and pink. I'm like, there's no chunks. Stomach empty as fuck. Straight lit cart za, you know. So as he throws up, we all rush out the bathroom. Like, oh, you know, like he's throwing up. You know, we're all in here. So we all rush out the bathroom, rush back into the room. We're like, fresh air. Oh my god, you know. Finally, we got some fucking fresh air. I'm feeling good. We got some more blunts. You know, we lit, we hype, we active. You feel me? We lit. Okay, we moved back into the room. Now, the spot where I was sitting in the room before, I was sitting closer to the door, on the closet door. But when we get back into the room, I'm now sitting on the bed to the left, like the whole room away from where I was sitting at before. Link is still in the bathroom, and we spark up. Niggas start throwing around cake pans and shit again, you know. Start doing the shits. Boom. Link was the first person to throw up. I'm telling y'all. After Link throws up, this man, we're gonna call him James. Fuck it. James decides he wants to take a blinker off the cake pan. Now, if y'all have never hit a cake pan or attempted a blinker off the cake pan during the whole pandemic, I never, ever did a blinker on the cake pan. That's how I can say I wasn't that far gone, you know. But the cake pan just has this way of killing, like absolutely, like destroying your throat, like, and I'm not the biggest fan of that, you know. I was mainly hitting the pins because no smell, you feel me? But other than that, like, cooked, like throat was fucking fried, you know. James decides he wants to hit a blinker off the cake pan. Mind you, James has smoked, drank, you know. He done did the shits, you know. He hits his cake pan blinker, right? Does the fullest thing, you know, y'all know how it go. Watch it, see it blink, it blink. We like, doo. This man, like, he, and then after he does that, he like runs out of the room, runs into the bathroom, and throws up in the sink. Who throws him to the sink when there's a perfectly good toilet right there? Fucking no, you know. I don't know. That's the second victim of throwing up. Mind you, while he's in there throwing up, I'm chilling. Like, I'm literally chilling hard as hell. Like, hitting my little pen, I got my little AirPod in my ear. I'm vibing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm overly chilling. I'm ready for some more weed, you know. Let's get into it. James threw up, and we had to. Yeah, I wasn't the one that had to deal with that, but you know. So then the next victim, we're gonna call him Quinn. Quinn also decides he wants to do the same thing. Quinn was never with the sessions with us. Quinn at the time was my twin's boyfriend, and I also played the game with Quinn sometimes, but not really. So I knew Quinn. Me and Quinn was cooler when we was younger, but as I grew up and switched like friend groups, we kind of fell off a little bit. Okay. Quinn decides he wants to do the same thing. Quinn does not smoke like that. Quinn does not hit the pins like that. Quinn don't do nothing like that for real. Like Quinn don't even drink like that at the time. So once Quinn hits his blinker, he also does the same thing as AJ. This nigga goes and throws up in the fucking sink. Quinn comes back out the bathroom. This guy looks fucking loaded. Like, I wish y'all could see the image that I had in my head right now, but bro was kind of like Gollum, like ugly, you know. And bro came out hair fucked up, face red as fuck. Like this guy just looked horrible, you know. Bro looked fucked up. Nigga just threw up in my homie sink. Fuck. Okay. After Quinn then goes to throw up in the sink. I'm gonna call this man. Call him Elliot. Elliot is Nathan's little brother, right? Elliot is his house. There's throw up in his sink, and they know they gotta clean it up. Elliot goes to attempt to clean up the throw up, right, out the sink. Like, so they're like, I'm literally finna throw up just thinking about like this scene, cause I can understand why he would do it. Elliot goes to the sink, and he goes with like a spoon, like that you'll put in the pot. He gets that bit, and he's trying to scoop out the throw up out the sink, right, to put it into like the trash can or something, or in the toilet. And then this nigga throws up on top of the throw up in the sink, and now we have trifecta levels of throw up in the fucking sink. Luckily, not my house. I don't have to fucking deal with that, right? Wonderful. To be fair, everything is still going pretty well, but this all happened. Okay, this all happened before midnight. Like, this was like everybody started throwing up and shit probably around like 11:40 something. Like, genuinely, like, this is before 12 or anything. Okay, after all this happens, it's now time to like, we chilling, you know. 2, 3, 4 niggas done threw up at this point. One of the niggas still in the bathroom. The other one being taken care of by his girl. The other one is in his room, fucking sleeping on, like, laying on the shit. But after all said and done, and everybody that didn't throw up is still in the room, we're like, okay, it's around that time, you know, we should light one more, leave out the niggas that threw up, dirty mouth ass. And then 12 o'clock comes around, and then Link from the bathroom, he crawls out the bathroom when he saw it was 12, just to come be like, you know, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year's, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, New Year's, we made it to New Year's without anybody dying. But now we have to go home, and this night was kind of crazy. So I had to take home Link and Sue. I had to take home Link and Sue. Usually, you know, there's no sweat. You know, driving somebody home, it's no sweat. Like, I listen to the music, I be vibing, I be chilling, right? And I get gas money, so, you know. But this night happened to be the foggiest night of my fucking life. And with this night being so fucking foggy, like, when I tell y'all I genuinely couldn't see, like, I genuinely couldn't see anything on the road. Like, I had no visibility at all. Like, when it's foggy, you're not supposed to turn your lights on, like your bright lights. I tried it. I was like, oh no, there's a genuine wall of like mist, like air. Like, I can't even see through it. Like, it's so thick. So I turn my shits off. I'm driving at like 15 miles an hour, dog. Like, genuinely, because I can't see anything in front of me. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. And I had to take 2 people home and then go home myself. What? Like, the fog was so thick, you could see it moving in the air. Like you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see a foot in front of you, genuinely. So as I'm driving through the fog, Sue is beside me, like, low-key panicking, even though, like, I'm the one driving. Like, how you panicking when I'm driving and I'm not panicking? Low-key kind of fucking up my high a little bit. Like, at the end of all this, at the end of this whole night, I low-key wasn't even faded anymore. Like, I live at like 12, 15 or something. My whole shit gone. Niggas throwing up too much. I'm hearing too many gagging noises. And fuck this cake pen, it's not even working for real. And I don't got no flowers. This was before I started smoking flower more than I was hitting the pen. Boom. I'm driving. Like in my city, there's a lot of potholes and like road hazards. You know, it's kind of dilapidated and like fucked up. So I'm driving, I can't see the road, I can't see like the air in front of me, I can't see a stop sign, I can't see a traffic light, like I can't see nothing, like I can't see anything at all. So we're driving. It wasn't really like a bumpy ride. It was kind of smooth. Luckily there weren't too many cars on the road because it was kind of late, and I figured everybody just stay home, just like stay where they were for New Year's. And where I'm from, people celebrate New Year's until the sun come up, and then the days after that. So niggas is kind of still celebrating like it just hit New Year's where we on the road. And yeah, okay, I whipped that boy back to his house, right? As I whipped that boy back to his house, I gotta go take Sue home, and it's getting kind of late. Like around this time, I never had a set curfew or anything like that. That was just like said verbally out loud, but it was more like a get home before it's too late type shit. But I had a job and I worked night shift, and I would come home like around the same time some nights anyway. But the excuse would be that I was at work, because I was at work, but I'd get home at like 1 o'clock in the morning, you know. But I was 17, you know. Labor laws in my state are amazing. So boom, after I drop off my 2 passengers and I receive my gas money, it's now time for me to go home myself. Well, as I'm coming home, I smell like weed, like super bad. Like niggas was in the room hot bars, niggas was in the bathroom hot bars, niggas was back in the room hot bars. Like was not supposed to be smoking that Zaza, you know, Snoop Dogging it with my friends. So I come in the house, it's like 1 in the morning. Luckily, my parents are asleep, and I have like a door where you just type in the code and then you get in the house. Like I don't need no key. So my parents are asleep. I come in the house, boom, put my keys up. I then sprint back to my room. You know what I'm saying? And it's like successful night, right? Nigga got home, didn't get yelled at or anything. Like we made it. We made it through, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I done survived it all. Well, wake up next morning, go to school, go to work. Mind you, at the time I worked at Raising Cane's, and I low-key hated that job. Go to school and I go to work, and I get home. Guess what my mom talking about? She asked me, "Why'd you come in so late last night?" I knew she was gonna ask me this question because I'm overly P, and you have to be ready for anything to happen, like genuinely. So I heard coming here, I'm like, because I was low-key irritated that she even asked me that question, but I kind of get it, because I'm 17. Like when I'm coming home at 1 in the morning, I'm 17. But it's like, bro, I'm 17. So I'm coming home at 1 in the morning. It's New Year's. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I was like, it took me a long time to come home because it was just super foggy when I tried to leave last night. It was so foggy, and that was not a lie because it was overly foggy. But I did not mention the me dropping off people and the activities and events that happened. But you know, it was just too foggy, and you know, yeah, get off my back. And she let me go with that one, and it's in my story. It was a New Year's disaster. 4 niggas threw up, 3 or 4. I don't know how many I said in the story, but that's everybody that threw up in the story. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. We're gonna call him Eichelberger. That's his last name. When Eichelberger left, like he was the last one to throw up. When we was leaving out, this guy genuinely threw up, like right at the step you gotta take to get out of little bro window. Like he was finna leave out, and he threw up like right there under the windowsill. Gang, the fuck are you doing, bro? You could have threw up literally anywhere. He was almost there, and then he yacked it up. It was a fucking rap. Like, bruh, come on, bro. Yeah, successful story. It was a disaster to me because niggas was throwing up too much. Why we got so much barfing? Yeah, I'ma holler at y'all next time. I'm T on LSD. I'm out.